Hello everyone. I'm here today to explain about CPU scheduling. So, have you ever wondered how your computer decides which program runs first when multiple apps are open at the same time? So, this is called CPU scheduling. CPU scheduling is how a computer processor decides the order in which processes get executed. It helps your computer run efficiently, quickly, and fairly. So, before we dive into schedule algorithms, let's understand some key terms. The first one is process, the second one is CPU burst, the third one is ready queue. So, what is process? So, process is a program or task that needs CPU time to run. So, for example, opening YouTube or a game. So, let's proceed the CPU burst. So, CPU burst is a time a process needs to use the CPU. So, for example, is when your computer is loading a video or saving a file. So, the third one is ready queue. So, ready queue is a line where all waiting processes wait for their turn. So, for example, is like people waiting their turn to use a computer. So there are the goals in CPU scheduling. The first one is maximize CPU usage. Second one is minimize waiting time. The third one is ensure fairness among all processes. So let's proceed into main scheduling algorithms. The first one is first come first serve. Second one is shortest job first. The third one is round robin. And the fourth one is a priority scheduling. So, what is first come first serve? So, first come first serve is a process to arrive is the first one to be executed. So, this is the simplest method. So, processes are executed in order they arrive. So, also they have a pros and cons. The pros is easy to implement, while the cons is if a long processes come first, it can be make others wait a long time or called a convoy effect. So let's proceed into a Certis job first. So Certis job first is a process with the Certis burst time runs first. So um, here is CPU chooses the process with the simplest execution time first. So also they have pros and cons. Um, Pros is reduces average waiting time. Also the um, while the cons is longer processes might starve or meaning they wait for long. So also they have a round robin. So round robin is a scheduling method where each process gets an equal mixed amount of CPU time, taking turns into a cycle until they finish. So in round robin scheduling is with each process gets a fixed time slice or a quantum. If it doesn't finish, it goes to the back of the queue. Also, they have also pros and cons. So pros good for multitasking and responsive system, while the cons is the CPU keeps switching, which can add some overhead. So the last one is priority scheduling. Priority scheduling is a CPU scheduling method where the process with highest priority runs first. Also, we have a real-life application. So, CPU scheduling isn't just a theory. It happens on your phone, laptop, or any multitasking computer. It decides how apps like your browsers, music player, and games share a CPU time smoothly. And let's tackle about um, types of scheduling, CPU scheduling, the preemptive scheduling and non-preemptive. So, preemptive scheduling is CPU can interrupt a running process and switch to another. So, for example, is if you're playing a game, your phone receives an urgent call. So, your game pauses automatically. So, that's called preemptive. So, non-preemptive scheduling is CPU cannot interrupt a running process, so it runs until it finish or waits. So, for example, is you put food in a microwave, so it will finish the entire timer before you start eating another food. So that's called preemptive, a non-preemptive. So for conclusion is CPU scheduling is not just about deciding which process runs first, making your computer work efficiently and fairly. So that's all. Thank you.